Hello everyone, yes I'm here, back from the dead. Not that I've been missed, have I Daisy? We've not been missed, no, come here. It always happens, as soon as I start talking, Daisy seems to know. Are you coming up as well, Molly? Come on, we might as well, join the party for a bit. So, I don't know if you're going to fit on. Oh. Yeah, just get comfy, we'll wait. Yes, I've not been missed, have we Daisy? Nobody's missed us, apart from Glyn, who did make a comment on one of my other videos on my other channel, which I have been sort of keeping up to date, but this one, it's gone a little bit sort of dormant, and I think, well, I must start it up again. Now, I've had a few reasons for my absence. It's a while ago now, but I did get quite ill. I did get man flu, and proper man flu. I know people joke about man flu, and you know, a man can have a little snivel and a cough and it's man flu, but I seriously did have man flu. I was very ill over the Easter period for nearly 2 weeks. You know, I had all the flu symptoms. I had the fever, the aches. But what knocked me out, I was completely devoid of any energy. I spent most of 2 weeks, I did still manage to go to work in this period, but because it fell over Easter and I had some time off, I think I only, over the 2 weeks I was ill, I probably only had to work about 2 or 3 days, so I did actually force myself into work, and as soon as I came home it was more or less straight to bed or sleep on the sofa. I just didn't have any energy. It really zapped me. I felt very down. I've only just got rid of the slight cough now. It's gone. So I think, fingers crossed, touch wood, I am back to better health. I wouldn't say full health. And when I was ill, I started thinking about things. I knew that I had to change what I was eating, so I am changing my diet bit by bit. I'm not starting to eat meat or anything like that. I'm still a vegan, and I'm not going back to even being a vegetarian. But I do know that I eat far too much sugar. I eat far too much processed food. So I've been sort of reducing the processed and introducing more fresh fruit and veg, and looking into other healthy things to eat, rather than blame being a vegan for being ill. It's because I'm not eating the right things as a vegan. So I'm feeling better. As I said, I've still got processed food to eat up. I'm still eating it. I'm not wasting it, but I'm trying to incorporate more healthy options into my diet. It's gone a little bit, you know, I've fallen off the wagon a little bit, but I'm going to get back onto it. So anyway, that's one reason. Another reason is computer related. I've absolutely filled up my iMac. Now, I got one with a 2 terabyte memory. I thought I'd need that because the main use for my computer, my desktop computer anyway, is for the video editing. So I'd got the one with the highest hard drive I could get off the shelf, but gradually I got it filled. Now, I'm so wary of deleting stuff in iMovie because I've done it in the past, deleted things I thought I was deleting, and for some reason other stuff that wasn't, you know, in the block to be deleted got lost. I don't know what happened. Anyway, so I discovered a way of deleting everything. It's very easy from iMovie. You just go into, if you're familiar with Apple, you just go into your Apple menu and the drop down, I think it's the Go drop down thing. Anyway, I can't remember. Click on your home folder, find your movies, find your iMovie folder. Basically, you just drag the whole lot into the trash, but that deletes everything, which is what I needed to do because my computer wasn't even starting up. It didn't even have enough memory to start up. This is boring for you non-computer geeks, but anyway, I'm just explaining why I haven't been uploading so much. Because the computer was chock-a-block full. I was trying to get rid of, delete stuff. I mean, I've got some separate hard drives, and when I've made a video, I tend to, once it's uploaded to YouTube, it's on my desktop, and then I take the completed video on my desktop, drag it into a separate hard drive to keep it in an archive, but then I've still got all the raw footage on, you know, inside the iMovie. Anyway, so what I've done, I managed to, well, initially panic mode, I bought another computer. I thought, oh God, I've filled that computer up, I'll buy another one. So I bought a laptop, but I'm thinking a laptop will be useful. I'm going to my mum's shortly for a week. I'll be making videos at my mum's for this channel and my other channel. And the last time I went to my mum's for a week, I took my great big iMac with me, which is not very convenient. So now I've got a MacBook, I can do the same video editing on that. So that's one excuse for getting that. So some of the videos I've been making recently have been on my MacBook in order for me, you know, this one will be made on my big computer because I've sorted it. So basically, to sort it, I managed to go through everything on iMovie, drag mostly raw footage of these videos I've still yet to upload, drag them into separate hard drive, and then I basically deleted everything. So going forward, and this is a tip for you video editors, because a high definition video takes up loads of space, and 4K video takes up even more. So what I'm doing in future, and what I have done on my MacBook, is I've uploaded the footage for one video, I've done all the editing, the video's been rendered and uploaded, and then the rendered completed video that gets dragged into my separate hard drive, and then everything on the iMovie, which is for that one video, gets deleted in one go, and then I start afresh, and that way I'll keep my hard drive relatively empty. So lesson learnt for me, but it was an excuse to buy another laptop, so yeah, shouldn't have really, but I see it as a business expense, don't we, Daisy? Any excuse to spend, my partner's always saying to me, any excuse to spend. Anyway, I'm going to try and keep this to half an hour. So I've asked that evil Alexa in the kitchen to tell me when it's 12 p.m. because it's I started this about 11:30 a.m. It's my day off. I've just had a parcel collected, something I've sold. I am starting to get stuff sold for any of you following my decluttering. I am sitting in a mess at the moment, but it's all sort of work in progress. Now he's gone, I don't think I'm expecting anything now, so I can do things. I brought a load of stuff in from the garage. So I'm going to my mum's anyway. For any of you who followed my channel from whenever I started it, you might have seen the video series where my mum moved out of her old house where I used to live into her new house and all the improvements she's made. Last year I did a video series from there. I tend to go there every every year in about June time. Anyway, my mum is on holiday, so she's going to Northumberland, to the cottage we've been at before. If any of you watch my other channel, it's the cottage I did a few videos on with my shark. I cleaned a few beds. I also serviced their Dyson DC-40 in that cottage. I think I did a stair cleaning video in that cottage as well. So they go to that cottage every year because it's a big place and it can house. My mum's going, my eldest brother's going, her 3 dogs are going, my brother and sister-in-law are going with their 3 dogs, I think it is. So my mum's house is going to be empty, so I'm going over there on my birthday actually, and be there for a week. So I'll be sorting some things out, I'll be making videos. My sister-in-law would like me to shampoo her living room carpet, so I've taken over a machine all ready to do that, and I'll be making a video of that for my other channel. I won't tell you what it is, you'll have to watch the other channel. I'm hoping to make as many videos as I can, sort out some vacuums that are stored at my mum's in her loft. I'll be taking a few bits over in the car, some vacuums I want to demonstrate at my mum's and a few I just want to keep. But hopefully I'll have time to go into the attic and pick out some vacuums to sell. I'm starting to do it bit by bit here, but it's the amount I've got, it's so crammed full in the garage, it's sort of, there's one I want to sell but it's right at the back sort of thing, so I'm having to sort of do a bit of manoeuvring to get out the cleaners I want to sell. So I'm doing that bit by bit. So that's happening. The Isle of Wight videos, it's going to be nearly a year since I've been to the Isle of Wight and you've only seen a couple of videos. Hopefully I'll start getting those. Next video you see on this channel will hopefully be an Isle of Wight walk. I've got about 4 or 5 videos of the Isle of Wight to do, So I want to get them out on this channel. I've got one last shopping haul. I'm not sure if I'll do any more, but there is one I recorded a while ago, so I might as well show you that. Still got plans to do some old footage. Some of the stuff I recorded from the it was probably from about 1988 I started recording on video. So I'll be starting to upload snippets of that. I want to upload my hospital radio DJ stuff, less the song tracks because I can't put them on. What else was I planning? Well, anyway, that's enough to be getting along with. So I just thought I'd do a video to say I'm not dead, you know, I'm still here. Hopefully you'll be pleased to see me back. But I'm thinking, if you follow my other channels and if you follow my Instagram and Facebook, you know that I'm okay because I'm still doing stuff. So I have to concentrate on my main channel really at the moment. This is a sideline. When I organise my time better, hopefully this will start to grow, because it's a very small channel, obviously, about 1,500 subscribers, so it's very small, but you never know. If I can start being a bit more consistent with my uploads on a regular basis, even if it's once a week to start with, every Thursday or whatever I do it, every Saturday, I don't know, maybe I can build it up to twice a week. But yeah, I've got lots of plans to do on YouTube. Hopefully that will come to fruition, won't it, Daisy May? Yeah, and again, there's more holiday videos. We've got the holiday coming up in Anglesey, so that should be our last holiday cottage video. So I'll be showing you things around in that holiday. Caravan is definitely going ahead. I mentioned earlier in another video that we're looking at getting a caravan, so I've just received, or about to receive, some share. I've been in a share save with my employer, and it's matured and it's done very well actually. I really regret not keeping my others, because normally I've started these share schemes at work and then within a few months, and about Christmas time, I've been short of cash and I've cashed them in, which you don't get any interest, you just get what you paid in. So fortunately, I've been in a fortunate situation last couple of years that I could afford to save. So I've been saving £50 a month for 3 years. So the total of that is £1,800 I've saved. But the profit I'll be making, I think, is about £2,100. So I'm going to get back my £1,800 saved plus £2,100 profit for saving £50. Well, £50 every 4 weeks. That's what I save. Which I haven't missed, because it goes out of my wage as soon as I get it. You know, before I get the money, it's gone. So you don't miss what you haven't got. So I'm really pleased with that. So that's a nice big chunk towards paying half of the caravan. We're going to get second hand, and the maximum we'll pay is about 12,000. So 6,000 each. We'll also need probably another 1,000 between us to buy various bits and pieces. We'll get an awning, I expect, but not in the first few months. We'll see. We'll get the basic bare essentials we need for the caravan. So I'll be taking you out on caravan trips. That'll be interesting when we first go out on that. So Mark's changed his car. He's got rid of his boy racer Honda Civic Sport, which I never liked, and I think he secretly regrets getting. He's changed that, he's traded it in, and he's bought a Skoda. I know a lot of people made fun of Skoda back in the day, but no, they're very good solid cars. It's not much difference to the BMW X1 he had. It's similar sort of style. Seems pretty good build quality. It's got the little flip up tables that I like in the back. Even the back seats are heated. I've got my own personal sort of vent, you know, in the back, a little socket to plug my laptop or iPad in. Even the seat at the back, you can recline slightly. You can take the seats out. All the seats at the back come out if you want to transport a load of vacuums, for example. He's very happy with it. Anyway, it's called Kevin the Karoq. I think the Honda was called Harry, so I sort of dubbed the Karoq Kevin as a joke, but it stuck, and he's very pleased with Kevin, very pleased indeed. So It's more suitable for us than the silly Honda midlife crisis car, I call it. At least it didn't get an open-topped sports car. That's all I can say. Well, I'm going to just to finish off. I don't know how long I've been chatting, because I do tend to go on for ages. I don't really like you near the computer, Daisy, and you shouldn't really have a laptop on your lap, especially if you're a male. But not that I'm ever going to breed, so it should be fine. I don't think I'll be able to see your comments from here. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, a message. What? Oh, it's just telling me about an eBay item I'm watching. Well, anyway, I'll just, instead of prattling about with all this, I'll find your comments and then I'll continue and end this little catch-up video. Okay, well, hopefully this is going to work. I've got the camera behind me. I know there's a way of putting the screen up properly. You won't be able to see much of this, but I'll just read some of your comments. It's funny, I haven't looked at it for a couple of days. And somebody else, Ian Thompson. Hello, Ian. Hey, we've had no vlogs for a while. Are you okay? Well, here I am, Ian. That's why I'm here. Just to put everyone's mind at rest. I'm not sure if this chap he'll be watching, he's asking, I can't pronounce his name. Eri, is that? Is it still working? Meaning the Mega Home water distiller. It is working perfectly. But I haven't used it very often, to be honest. Bancott, 1962. Stop making that noise, Daisy May. Hi Roger, thanks a lot for this video. That was the How Not to Assemble a Total Crunch. I've got a Total Crunch still in the box. Watching this brilliant and very funny video has been a great motivation to assemble mine tonight. Thanks for sharing. Well, yes, mine's been used a few times. My partner had a go on it, and it's been decided it's going to the RSPCA charity shop. Oh, this is someone called Alpha UK asking about follow-up to the water distiller. Well, hopefully I will do a follow-up from that. Helpicon TV, you're very personable and fun to watch, thanks. Your death cleaning seems to be more see my hoarding challenges, however. I'm not judging, mind you, as I'm sitting next to a pile of papers I started sorting out a year ago. Take care. It's a slow process. I don't class myself as a hoarder, to be honest. Oh, Daisy, now stop it. I've got to talk to these folk. You can get my attention later. I'm a collector more than a hoarder. Oh dear. Right. David Singleton. Faceache Law. Funny Rog. Oh yes, that's my partner I called Faceache. Is that Evelyn? Daisy, give us more Daisy. I'm going through the same process with the stuff. That's clutter busting. Lyal Ahmed. There's a 30%, I was just saying about a 30, he or she, so I don't know the sex. And there's a 30% discount code if you want to shop at Ocado. Patricia Ferrari, looking forward to all those great videos. Well, hopefully they'll start coming soon, Patricia. Planet Conquer is just commenting Bulldog at the end of a video, so he's watched the whole thing. And Tommy Hanlon says, lovely, thanks Mr. Roger. That's the Isle of Wight walk. More of those coming. And David Singleton is getting addicted to my videos. He's asked for the link to my main channel. I think he's got it himself because I'm sure he subscribes, or he did subscribe to my main channel, iBasic. And Jassa Welby thanks us for taking you along to the Bluebell Railway. And Kitty Cuckoo, you picked a good day for it. It's always foggy up on Tennyson Down when I get to the top. That's the Isle of Wight walk. No matter how bright and sunny it is down below. And Jen and Ninja, what characters are the ladies on the bus? Cinderella is the only one I can see. Well, and without looking at the video, I don't know. That was a very old video when I went to Florida. That was recorded on one of those compact cassette type camcorders. Oh, I can hear a noise. The postman's on his way. I'm not expecting anything. I've no idea. That holiday and the person I went with is something I'd rather forget. And Shane Niecy, is that?
I find you refreshingly amusing. You need your own TV show. I'd keep watching you and your adorable doggy. That exercise machine looks quite useful, and I plan on buying one similar in America. That's where I'm from. Your quick wit along with your lovely British accent. I applaud your honesty too. Thank you very much. Try to be as honest as possible. I don't tell you everything. I can't be that indiscreet. I'm a little bit indiscreet sometimes. When I'm being discreet, when I think I'm being discreet, apparently I'm shouting at the top of my lungs, but I think I'm being quiet. Tracy, UK Patriot. As a seasoned UK prepper, I just want to congratulate you on a great, easy to understand and gentle introduction to prepping video. Lots of videos on prepping can be scary for beginners. As a side note, my family are not vegetarians but hate canned meats. You've actually given me some ideas of where to look for meat substitutes. I will definitely not just walk past the vegetarian section next time. I'm going on a prepping run, so thank you for that. Well, I'm eating my stash. I'm eating it because the prep I did was not for zombie apocalypse or whatever, end of the world prep. It was for Brexit, and we still are in the EU. We haven't left because of various machinations, is that, going on in Parliament. We haven't left. We're supposed to be leaving on Halloween, aren't we? So I'm trying to eat through that, but I'll still be having a little stash of food, but not as much as I've got. But it's slowly going down. Hello, Deb. Most enjoyable, thank you. That's the Isle of Wight walk. I agree with Mandy. When Daisy and Molly run to you, they are almost saying, "Come on, Dad, hurry up." I once owned a lovely standard red and cream long-haired dachshund by the name of, I can't pronounce that, Zekel. He was just, I don't know if you don't pronounce the, is the E silent? He was just the most patient dog ever, especially as the boys were all young at the time. Oh, a white van has stopped. Well, yes, there is one thing I'm expecting. I'm expecting a new hard, oh, shut up, Daisy. Might have to stop this. I'm expecting a new hard drive, a portable one to plug into this. Brian Hubert. Hey look, it's Steve's depressed British cousin Reeve. No idea what that refers to. Can anyone enlighten me? That's a very old video. When I had hair. Hello Leslie Cowan. Love going on holidays with you, Roger. Always a pleasure. Don't those dogs just love their day out too? Oh, there's always a noise. Oh, I'm not getting any regular post. Posties just walk by. Barbara James. Being the queen of the gently sloping horizon, I have to wonder how you manage to keep yours so level. Are you using a gimbal or are you just incredibly naturally steady? Not a lot of jump in those clips either. Really did enjoy this video. That's the Isle of Wight. Well, Barbara, if you're watching, doubt you are, but if you are, my camcorder has a sort of a floating lens in it, so it does help to even out some bumps. As the sea level, I've noticed in other videos I've made at the seaside, I haven't really been focusing on keeping it level, and it's been a bit sort of all over the place. So in this video I have made an effort to sort of, when I'm taking a picture of the hills and horizon, to focus on the sea in the background, which of course is level. It's completely flat, so that's why it looks, well, it looks level because it is level, and I tried to show it as level in the video because the sea is flat, isn't it? Mandy, hello Mandy from Sue and Mandy fame. I love the Isle of Wight, it's so pretty. When Daisy and Molly run to you, it's adorable. They are just so cute, they are. Hello Cheryl Gibson. Wee Daisy's legs going as hard as they can. Well, she's got four-wheel drive, Cheryl. She's got short legs, but she's got 4 of them. She can go fast when she wants to. Hello Glyn. That was a lovely video, Roger. That's Isle of Wight. With some stunning scenery. It's changed a bit since I was there last 50 years ago. The caravan we stayed in at Bembridge had gas lighting. Hope you got to see some beautiful villages. Well, yes, some villages and towns. There are, I can't remember the names offhand, Glyn, but we'll certainly be going to ride on the Isle of Wight and seeing some hovercrafts and other bits and bobs, because I stayed at Ryde when I went to the Isle of Wight, probably in about 82, 83. The whole family went. It was Ryde we stayed at. Angela Dawson, here in the US there are millions of preppers. We have hundreds of YouTube channels for you to watch. Good that you said eat what you store. It's very important in saving money. Yes, I was prepping more or less to save money because there was threats of price rises. Also to sort of give me a buffer in case things started being in short supply for the short term. I might start a new stash near Halloween, but not as big as that one. No, that's just a comment on the doodah. David Singleton says, I should be on TV. Well, I had ambitions of that long ago, David. But I had the ambition, but I didn't have the confidence, and I didn't think I was attractive enough to be on television. But now I've seen some of the people that are on television now, I'm thinking, what was I worried about? Back then, you know, when I was 18, 19, sort of, you know, looking back at those videos in that time, I wasn't that bad looking. Compared to now, of course. And David lives in Australia, and he yearns for Keswick. I totally agree with a sense of belonging, home, need to return, and retirement. So beautiful. Keep up the vids. I hope to visit in 2019. Well, I hope you get to Keswick, David. I don't think we'll be going to Keswick this year, but you never know. When we have the caravan, we'll certainly be taking the caravan to the Lake District. Definitely. It's not too far to go, really, from where we are, the lakes. So we'll be going back to the lakes. The first caravan trip we take will be a shortish one, we think, within 50 miles of where we live, just in case anything goes wrong. They're just asking about the Mega Home water distiller. Seems to be getting a lot of views. Yeah, to be honest, I've not really been using that as much as I should. I have no excuse apart from just being lazy. And Max, I thought I turned off my mail. Max F used to live in Lingfield, down Station Road. I went past my old house, he said. He lives in East Grinstead now, does Max F. They're having reunions in East Grinstead for both my schools, my primary and secondary school. Unfortunately, the 50-year reunion, to mark the 50 years it's been there, it's on the day when I will be travelling back from Anglesey. I would have liked to have gone. I still have a soft spot for East Grinstead, although I lived in York far longer than East Grinstead. But it still feels like home when I go back there. Tracy Harris is on about my prepping. Great video, Roger, and I love the title too. Despite Brexit happening... Is it, Tracy? It makes common sense to make sure you have more than a few days shopping in your cupboard. Well, I've always done that. I've always had loads of stock anyway. So even without my prepping, I probably would have had enough to last a month. It might not have been all very nice stuff to eat, but I would have survived on a month, a month's worth of food. I've certainly got several months' worth of cleaning products and toiletries. Anyway, Tracy's managed to stockpile 7 weeks of food for 3 people. I've been unemployed and I don't want to be in that position again when I have no food in the house. It doesn't take much to buy a few extras in your shopping. I've made sure my cat has 2 months worth of food, including treats. I think it would just be fresh food that will suffer in Brexit. Yeah, I agree too. Maybe some stuff coming, maybe like pasta and rice and things like that, possibly. It might not suffer at all. We might not even leave. I feel happier and blessed that I've been able to ensure my family will be okay for food if I was to lose my job. Plus, we've seen in the news where banks have had IT issues and people not being able to access their money. That's another reason why I do it. Since I've started, I really enjoy it, so I don't think I'll stop. Yeah, so as I said, I did start prepping for the first time, but I'm going to keep probably a month's supply of non-perishable foods in at all times, just in case, It doesn't do any harm if you can buy bit by bit extra each week, or if you can afford to buy more. There's no, as long as you're going to eat it, there's no waste there, is there? And Jennifer Kasky, is that, says there's a lot of UK people prepping now. I'm not sure what they're doing now. I've left the Facebook group I was in, so I don't know how those people, what are they doing with their stash. I think they'll be eating their stash, but I expect they'll be replacing it with newer stuff as they eat the stuff they've bought in. And Jennifer goes on to say about prepping for other things, for disasters, job loss, other things. Jonathan Canlas says, I have the same sandwich bag as he does for work. Well, it's a good little bag, that. I was really pleased with it. I'll be using that again when we go in the car. And I've got some advice on Brexit and using gnocchi from CH. I can't pronounce your name. Rai Lu Jin, is it? 1024. The carpets look pretty clean, unfortunately. That's our Roger. Yeah, I was really disappointed when I went into that Isle of Wight cottage and the carpets looked clean, because I took my carpet washer, one of them, because I wanted to clean them. I've had an idea. I don't know if I've got the confidence to do it, though, but, you know, I live in a little sort of estate, a village, they call it, snobbily, but it's an estate. And there's a Facebook page. And I'm wondering whether, in order to get some more videos of carpet washers, to offer my carpet cleaning services free to select people, just on the proviso that they allow me to actually make a video, and the dirtier the better. I'll see how I get on. Will be good. People would get the carpet cleaned for free, and I'd get some footage. Oh dear. And Audrey Forbes Hamilton with 2 Fs. No modesty curtain on the Indesit. Some people have no shame. Yeah, so the Isle of Wight cottage has an Indesit washer. I did a sort of video of that. I don't know if I completed it, so I'll see what the footage is of that. I might not be showing you that. And Rusty Skull Productions, whoever that is, says they're disposable butt plugs. I think he was referring to those tampons. I was told they were tampons I found in the drawer in the shower room of the holiday cottage. Well, Rusty would know all about butt plugs, wouldn't he? Oh yes, Graham Reed, not sharing beds. Graham, I'm not a savage. We're not poor. Now, in the olden days, you might not realise this, but in the olden days, if you were poor, you did have to share the beds. You know, you could have 3, 4, 5 in a bed. You'd get maybe 6 kids in one bed, maybe. It's because they couldn't afford more beds. Well, fortunately, we've got a 3-bedroomed house. There's only 2 adults in it. Why would we share a bed? Why would we share a bedroom? I don't even share a floor. Disgusting. No bed sharing. In fact, if we could, separate houses would be best. Separate counties, even better. That's the way to keep a relationship alive. Don't sleep with them, because I can't sleep properly when I'm sharing my bed, when I've had to share it. He snores. He complains that I give out more heat than a pot-bellied stove. Well, he calls me a pot-bellied stove. Well, if he was cold, he wouldn't be complaining, would he? Anyway, we don't share beds. We don't share bedrooms. It all started because I have a job that means I have to go to bed early and get up early. So it means he'll disturb me when he comes to bed, and I'll disturb him when I get out of bed. So it just makes sense as well. Separate beds, and never the twain shall meet. That's how you keep a relationship alive, Graham. And Mad Watermelon says, so did you use the tampons? I didn't actually use them. I wasn't, what do they call it, on. I wasn't having the curse. I wasn't on the blob. I wasn't having my season. Well, that's what you call it when a dog has their period. No, I didn't use them, but apparently they are quite useful to keep in your first aid kit, because they can be used to sort of, you know, if you get shot or you get an open wound, you can shove it in and it helps to, you know, stop the flow. And Mandy's on about the cottage in the Isle of Wight, and she's saying the single beds are too narrow. I did manage to push them together, Mandy. Wasn't comfy. That's the bad thing about going to holiday cottage. The beds, at least with our caravan, we're taking our own beds with us. I'm planning on getting memory foam topper for the beds as well in the caravan to make it a bit more comfy. Oh, and I've answered Joshua B about not sleeping in the same room. That's when we were in the cottage. We don't sleep in the same room anywhere. The cottage we're going to in Anglesey is 3 bedrooms, so we'll have our choice. We should get a double bed each. I'll have Daisy as well, I expect, and Mark will have Molly. I've answered him, I think. Because he snores and can't bear it when we touch. Darren78, my mom's older sister also sleeps in a separate room from my uncle too, because of that, the snoring. And my mum also has a younger cousin who sleeps in a different room too. Well, my grandma and granddad, they had twin beds, same bedroom, but they had twin beds, I seem to remember. I think that'll do for today. I've just sort of caught up. Sorry if I've not mentioned all of you. Hello, Phillips 1987. Hello, Michelle Tennis, is that? Hello, Heather Smith, Luke King Kong. Oh. Hello, Jonathan. Alexa, shut up. Right, I think that's going to be the end of this video, folks. Well, there you go. That's the end of the catch-up video. If there's anything you'd like to see on this channel, you can make a suggestion. But obviously nothing that isn't family friendly. I'm not going to, not that you'd want to see me strip off, but I'm not going to be exposing any more flesh than I expose now. I'm not going to have a tirade of abuse and swearing. I try and keep this family friendly. If there's any topics you want me to discuss, if you want my opinions, I could do it. I could, you know, this video is a bit broad and it's just a general video, but if you want me to give my views on specific topics, politics, religion, conspiracy theories, shopping, television, Brexit, whatever, comment below and I can make a separate video if you really want to know what I think about stuff. I am quite opinionated, but apart from my partner, I tend to keep my opinions to myself. I obviously share them with him and he must agree with everything I say. We don't agree on quite a lot of stuff. We don't agree on a lot of our politics now. We're going a little bit apart that way, and there's certain things I believe in that he won't even look into, and you know, so it's caused a little bit of friction. But it's better to be with someone you can have a debate with than someone who's completely on your set. If you're with someone who's completely on your wavelength, to me that seems a little bit boring. You need someone who's going to sometimes challenge you. I personally want someone who's going to agree with everything I say, but I know my partner prefers, well, he used to anyway, I don't know if he does anymore, but he used to say to me that he liked people that challenged him, didn't agree with everything he said and made him think. But I don't know, I think he just turns off nowadays. I'm just white noise most of the time to him, so that's what happens when you've been together. I don't know how many years it is. I don't keep a note. Not married, so what's the point in having anniversaries? It must be 14 years or more. Maybe 50. I don't know. It's probably 15 years. It's gone by in a heartbeat, hasn't it, Daisy May? Anyway, that's it for today. I don't want to go on for too long. Alexa's told me to shut up, so I've told Alexa to. She's a nasty piece of work. So I'll see you all soon. Hopefully this has got you caught up. So I'm here, I'm not dead, and hopefully the next video you'll see is not going to be months from now. You'll see it hopefully next week if I can start my editing and get some of those Isle of Wight videos on the YouTube for you. So until then, thanks for watching and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.